If you have ever planned an event, you know just how hard it can be. So how do you get it done and make it worthwhile? Let's dive in and look at one important step that you need to take in order to make your event happen. Let's go.
Look, everybody, he's doing something.
I've been no more than you.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Adam and welcome back to Ministry Hacks. And today we're going to have part 2 of how to plan your event. If you missed part 1, the link for that video is going to be up here or down in the description, or it's going to be somewhere. But be sure to go watch that video, then come back over and watch this one. So if you're planning an event, there are going to be some daunting things going through your mind to keep you from taking the plunge of making that event happen. You might be thinking that you're not capable of actually producing a good outcome, or maybe you feel that you can't do it alone, and that's what you feel like you're alone in doing it. The big topic today is building a team. You know, surrounding yourself with the right people with the same passion and that has tremendous talent in order to help you with the event. This is one thing that I discovered within the last few years of planning some major events. Now that doesn't sound too bad, except for when I admit that I have been planning events, some important events, for over 10 years. Some of the major spiritual events that I've been honored to organize are youth retreats and camps. But it wasn't until a few years ago that I really focused on finding those passionate and talented people to surround myself with. This is crucial for any event that you want to organize, but I just want to share my experience when planning for a weekend retreat and when I realized that I really needed a good solid team around me. I took over being in charge of planning a youth retreat in about 2006, and this particular event had been an annual one since 1995. But it wasn't until about 5 years ago that I realized that some big changes needed to happen to really amp up the whole event. I learned that if I wanted to see a powerful outcome of lives changed because of this event, that I couldn't do it alone. And yes, of course, there's several volunteers and people you have doing different things. But a lot of the key components that would make this thing really worthwhile and really make an impact, I was kind of doing it on my own. I was kind of doing these parts and then just telling people what to do. But see, that's the difference in when you actually have a team to build around you. So I started seeking out all these people who have played a role one way or another in this event over the years, and that had the same passion as I did. Then I asked them if they want to kind of come and help me and go into a little bit deeper involvement with it. I also saw that each person had many talents and abilities to offer, and I made sure to utilize them as effectively as possible. So once we started meeting and we discussed the flow of the event, we broke down each area of the event that we felt was important, and we looked at what changes might need to happen. Some things needed to stay the same, some things needed to be tweaked a little bit to make it better, right? And then usually what would happen is after we kind of saw what we wanted to look like, each of those areas, the right person to head that area up kind of fell into place. And so each member of this team began taking a part of it, and they owned it almost, in a sense, right? That's how you take these passionate, talented people and you give them something that they're, one particular thing that they're really honed in on, and it really makes a big difference with your event. So if you're planning an event, or even if you're just thinking about planning one, you got to decide on how that event will look and what needs done to make that happen. So you look at the outcome, you look at the bigger pictures, what you want to achieve, and then once you have that vision, that's what you start casting to these people that you come in contact with. You find those people that are passionate about it, that you know that they're talented, and once you tell them this vision, then that gets them on board, because that's what needs to happen to make this event happen, is to go find a team that's passionate and talented people to be a part of it. So, I hope this helps you, real short and sweet, but I hope this helps you in planning your event, and that you see the benefits of building a team that will take your event to the next level. There's so many other things to explore on this, but I really want to take this moment to really deep dive and try to stress the importance of building a good, passionate, positive team when you plan your event. Don't be like me and try to go cowboy it yourself and do everything yourself or plan everything yourself and then just tell people what to do, when to do it. Really find those talented and passionate people and give them that responsibility. Tell them your vision, sit down, discuss with them, what you want the outcome of this event to be, or this particular part of the event to look like, and let them explore that idea. Let them really adopt it and make it their own. And you'll notice that as you build that team around you, the event will just, succeed your expectations. So if this helped you at all, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe so you can catch the next part of Ministry Hacks, where I'm going to go into breaking down your event schedule. Now, I'm going to be using youth retreats and camps as an example, but there's a lot of fundamental basics within kind of breaking down a schedule that works for any type of event that you do. So make sure you don't miss out on that, and we'll see you next time.